Seth was speaking, I think was speaking both about and to our final presenter. As a child, Hannah Whitten traveled to Africa with her parents on numerous occasions to work with her family nonprofit called Sewing Hope, SEWING, Sewing Hope, which aims to support the underprivileged women and children in Uganda. After losing her 25-year-old brother to sudden unexpected death in epilepsy, Hannah became involved with various causes seeking cures of epilepsy and supporting the families dealing with epilepsy. She's the youngest board member for Cure Epilepsy, the largest private funder of research in the cure of epilepsy. Additionally, Hannah sits on the Governor's Committee of Partners Against Mortality in Epilepsy, and she is a board member of the Whitten-Newman Foundation. More recently, she is working with the Epilepsy Foundation, an international foundation actually, producing an anti-stigma media campaign on behalf of people with epilepsy and their caregivers. Hannah is an associate at the law firm in Oklahoma City, and she is an alumni of the 2022 Christian Under 30 class, and she was in 2022 our co-recipient of the NextGen Under 30 Spiritual Home Award. Please welcome Hannah Whitten.
Thank you for that very kind introduction, Garland. And thank you so much to Don Swift for all he does for this community. Hi, my name is Hannah Whitten. I'm an attorney, and I've grown up in Oklahoma my entire life. I'd like to introduce you to my favorite Oklahoman, my big brother, Dylan. For as long as I was alive, my brother had epilepsy. Some days he would go many months without any seizures, and some days he'd have over 100 seizures in one day. As some of you in this room know, it is one of the hardest things on earth to watch someone you love have a seizure. There are many things people told Dylan he couldn't do because of his disease. People told my brother he would never graduate high school, that he would never graduate college, that he could never live alone, that he could never drive a vehicle, that he could not be an independent man. And he had proved that all to be not true. He graduated high school, he graduated college, he got his license, he rode motorcycles across the country, he surfed in the ocean. My brother lived life to the fullest. There are many reasons that my brother could have been ungrateful at life, but his attitude about life was so incredible to see. He was such a positive person. My big brother and best friend passed away from sudden unexpected death in epilepsy on August 27, 2017. My story is somewhat unconventional because it took a great loss to get me to get involved in my community. And I hope to you all, I know everyone faces adversity in this room. It doesn't have to be a disease or losing a loved one. I encourage you to turn pain into power. But I was a junior in college, and it rocked my world. I wasn't sure if I wanted to continue doing what I was going to do. I wasn't sure how to keep living. It was actually an Oklahoma family and an Oklahoma nonprofit that really gave me a reason to live again. The Renzai Stone and his wife Leanne Stone, they lost their son a few years ago to SUDEP, the same disease. And it helps local families in Oklahoma. Getting involved in that work genuinely saved my life. Afterwards, I started to get involved in the larger epilepsy nonprofit space in the U.S. 2 months before my brother died, he went to a Cure Epilepsy's event. They're the largest private funder for research for a cure. He told my dad I want to be involved in this for the rest of my life, but he died shortly after. And today, every single person on that board knows my brother's name and has heard his story more than once. 6 months ago, I have a small family nonprofit called the Whitten-Newman Foundation. We're based out of Oklahoma. We partnered with a really small family nonprofit out of DC to create the first documentary about epilepsy in Africa. For those of you that don't know, in certain areas of Africa, if you say the word epilepsy, you can be stoned to death. It is a completely different environment. But there's a huge margin for hope. It's a treatable disease. I actually just got back from Ireland 2 days ago because we documentary at the 35th International Epilepsy Congress. And in the credits it says, "This was made in honor of my brother Dylan." All of this to say, a small Oklahoma nonprofit, all of this happened because of the death of one Oklahoma boy who had big dreams and did more than anyone told him that he could. And today, people all across the world know my brother's name and his story and his fearlessness. Thank you all for having me here today. I challenge you to be courageous in the face of adversity. And if you would like to get involved, please email me or find me on social media. Thank you so much.